squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Tar Heels will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
He'll do it himself. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Got the quick pass.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
1st and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So North Carolina's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, what... Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That carry puts him over 2,500 yards for his career.
And it's been really fun to watch this guy's development in college football. He's gotten bigger, stronger, and faster in every game. He just seems to get a little bit better. That's a pretty nice milestone to hit.
A nice milestone, nice consistency, nice durability. It takes you being healthy, and this guy's really done a good job throughout his career being that lead guy and putting up numbers.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. NC State going up tempo. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the return man reaches the end of the line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll try the run. NC State a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man on the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. NC State quick to the line. A first down run in the red zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be knocked down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 tries, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete to the left.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Snags it up the middle. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Now from inside the red zone. Quick completion on the out. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page. And then
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Touchdown, NC State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes 1 play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalries.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
NC State looking to convert the fourth down here. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the defense makes a play, and they get... You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side